Hey everybody, so today I just got my Calphalon air fryer in the mail. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox it for everyone to see. And as you know, I do like to do things a little different. Makes it easier for me to get it out of the box if I just do it upside down. Ooh. And I like on the bottom of the box it says heavy. Why they needed to put that little sticker on there. I mean, aside from the heavy aspect, but so upside down you see it's packaged really well. I'll just take this off. That has all of your trays and manual and whatnot. So get all this styrofoam off of here. See if I can't flip him right side up now. Try to take off some of this plastic wrap in the meantime. Save a step or two. Okay. Obviously my cord's down there, but that's alright. Put him on the back there. We look really good. It's definitely survived the shipping, which is always good to know. Yeah, it's in really good shape. And I'm just going to grab all this tape off here. And then I'll unwrap the trays and stuff. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's nice. It looks really sleek. I do like this, how you have a little touch, or a little screen right here, and then you have your knobs too. And it does look like you got a temp time knob down there, and then your turbo convect, and you even have a light that you can turn on and off, I should say. Sorry. And looks like we got our air fry basket in here. And I'm going to try to do this without having any scissors. And I like the fact that it's an actual basket. I know on the Oster air fryer, it was an actual just air fry tray. And I like the basket myself. And it has two little, I don't want to say like positioning, like rack holders on here, but that's pretty nice. And the grooves in here are a little different than the other air fryers that I've used in the past. And then obviously you have your crumb tray in here. We'll go ahead and get the plastic off of that. So far I'm impressed. I do like what I'm seeing. I go ahead and close that so I can get all this unpackaged. Again, I'm going to try to do this without any scissors. But, see. There we go. Kind of like so. So yeah, this is going to have your baking racks and your baking tray in here, along with your user manual. Very, very nice. I do like it a lot. So I'm excited to get this up and running for us. Let's see what we got going on here. Maybe. I'll try to unpackage this to the best of my abilities. Alright. So, perfect. Now I got everything all taken care of here. I'm just going to take a quick glance. It says your Calphalon Performance Air Fryer Countertop Oven Instruction Manual. And it has the model number and everything on there too. And as with everything, it goes into your important safeguards and your power cord instructions. And then your product diagram and everything like that. And the LCD display is what I was trying to point at earlier. And it says on page number 6 of the instruction manual, it says preparing your countertop oven, remove all packaging before using, and wipe countertop oven with a damp cloth. Do not immerse in water, of course. Make sure to only use mild soapy water. Abrasive cleaners, scrubbing brushes, and chemical cleaners will damage the coating on this particular unit. And dry the unit thoroughly before using. And so then it goes into cleaning all the accessories. So I'm going to go ahead and get those all cleaned up before we start doing some products in this machine. So I will be back once all of this is all cleaned up. Alright, so I went ahead and I got all of the accessories cleaned up, and I did actually wipe down the inside of the air fryer with like a damp cloth like it said. So I am ready to start using it. I wanted to show you just in the instruction manual, it goes into detail with every particular function. This particular model actually has 11 functions altogether. I'm going to plug it in and let you guys see. And I'll actually bring you a little bit closer because it's a little hard to see from that distance. So this is what we're looking at on the display here. And so whenever you turn a knob, this is the turbo convect / function knob here. You can see it changes on the, I would say, my left hand side. I had to think about what I was doing there for a second. And so if you want to change like the temperature, you can come down here to this second knob, and obviously you can see time and temperature, and then you can just turn the knob, you know, clockwise or counterclockwise here, and you can see it adjusting the time there. So that's pretty neat, having it in a smaller area as far as like the display itself. I know other models you have like the whole, like this whole panel here is a display, but I like this one. It's very I just like the simplicity of this design. It's very user friendly, the knobs are easy to turn, and it's just very easy to use and simple, as you can see. So with that being said, in your manual it does, here, let me put you back on the stand here. Bear with me for just a second. Alright. In the manual, it does go through each function here, and it breaks it down pretty easy for you. It even has like the ranges and whether or not it needs to be preheated, and it even has your rack position, because inside there is your middle rack position here and then a lower rack position. So that's great that you have two different options there. And then it just goes into, like I said, each individual function and a detailed instructions for each one. So that's really neat. On the air fry page, it has a complete little chart here that'll help you, you know, if you're new to air frying in general. It has this little chart that'll help you out, and it seems really easy to use, so I'm excited to get things going here. I am going to be air frying to start off here, and so I'm going to go ahead and put the crumb tray in the back in the bottom now that it's all cleaned up and everything. And as you can see, since I didn't do anything or pick a function, it went ahead and timed itself out and turned itself off. So I'm going to go ahead and close it, and I just hit the cancel off button again and it brought it back up. And ironically, I am going to be air frying, and because I'm going to do some chicken nuggets, and I believe, and I'll do it according to this chart in here. So for frozen chicken nuggets, it says to do 1 pound. You don't have to, but I'm going to, just because I have my husband and our daughter and myself that are going to be having some chicken nuggets today. And the temperature you want it set at is 450. So I'm going to raise my temperature to 450 there. And the time is going to be 22 to 25 minutes, and you do not need to add any oil. So I'm just going to hit the start button here, or push it I should say, and you can see it's preheating up here, so I will be back once it's done preheating. Alright, so it did go ahead and finish its preheating cycle. It made a little beeping noise when it was done and ready to add the food in. As you see, the timer is still set. It hasn't started counting down. I know in the Gourmet digital air fryer that I tried out, it started the countdown right away, whereas this one does not. So I like that. And it did say in the manual, so it is gonna, first and foremost, it is gonna have a interesting smell just because it's brand new. So don't be alarmed if you smell something a little funny at first, because with every new product, you know, the manufacturing oils and stuff like that are still in there. So they're just going to be cooked out. And so I'm going to go ahead and, as you can see, I put those in there and I push the little start button there. If you're cooking anything that's has a lot of oil or something like that, you can definitely put the baking rack underneath the air fry basket, just to help keep things a little bit cleaner as you're cooking. So I'm going to be back in 25 minutes, if not sooner, depending on how long it takes these to cook. Again, I went off the chart that's in the manual and it said 22 to 25 minutes, so I will be back around that time. I do want to say that with this machine going, I want to show you guys all the heating elements that are in there, which is pretty neat. It's very quiet. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is probably the quietest machine that I have tried out to date, and that's really nice. Not that having one that makes a lot of noise isn't nice, but this is nice. I do enjoy it, and I do like the single door versus like the French doors. So yeah, but I just wanted to jump on really quick and tell you guys that little tidbit there. I still got about 17 minutes left, so we will see you then. So I know I have about 6 minutes and 40 seconds left, but and it might be a little hard to see in here. I can definitely tell that they are crispy. There are some ends that are getting a little on the darker side, so I am going to go ahead and take them out. So with that, I am going to push the cancel off button here, and it goes ahead and stops the cooking completely. And so I'm going to get myself some oven mitts and take these out here. Let me put you up on my little stand here quick. And if you hear laughing in the background, it's just my daughter laughing at my husband because he's making her laugh. So anyway, but yes, as with anything, just be very careful when you open this, because it is going to be very, very hot. And yeah, like you guys can see now that I took it out, they are definitely on the crispy side. So, and as usual, all appliances do vary, like as far as cook times and things like that go. So you can push this one more time and it'll turn the machine completely off. But that is how you use your air fry function in your Calphalon Performance Air Fry Countertop Oven.